You've been beaten down time and time again. The lights go out. The world turns its back on you. And yet you still dare to dream. That's the spirit of a Saiyan elite. Let me tell you this. It's not over until you decide to give up. The only failure is quitting. If you stay in bed, if you sit on that couch, if you hide in your comfort zone, your life will become a prison. But if you rise, if you grind, if you push past your limits, you will unlock true power. Because let's face it, life rewards the relentless. Remember this, Kakarot. Every second you waste resting, there's someone out there training to surpass you. Every excuse you make is another step they take closer to leaving you behind. Never let that happen. I won't. Many warriors out there are willing to sacrifice their comfort, their sleep, and even their own dreams to become the best. Imagine that person is real. Your rival, your enemy, or maybe even yourself. That's the one you have to beat. Let their name be yours. Their face, yours. When the world says it's impossible, when your mind whispers defeat, you drown it out with action. As I always say, a Saiyan's strength is forged through battle, and my battle never ends. Pain is temporary. Glory is eternal. If you want to rise to the level of the elite, you must understand this truth. The path is hard. If it weren't, it wouldn't be worth it. Anyone can give up. Only the strong endure. Sacrifice what's easy. Sacrifice what's convenient. I gave up my pride countless times to fight beside Kakarot. But in doing so, I found strength greater than pride itself. That's the path of a warrior. At the end of every battle, ask yourself, did I give it everything I had? Because if the answer isn't yes, you're wasting your potential. And nothing infuriates me more than wasted potential. I've endured hell. I've faced defeat. But I rise again, stronger every time. Why? Because giving up is the only true failure. Power comes from pain, discipline from sacrifice, and greatness, it belongs only to those who refuse to fall. You won't achieve anything of value by coasting through life. Easy never built champions. Easy never forged warriors. Easy doesn't belong in the vocabulary of the strong. If you think otherwise, step aside. This world isn't for the weak. Now go out there. Prove you're worth my attention. And remember, a Saiyan is never defeated until they say so. It's not over until you win. You've lost countless times, haven't you? Everyone around you doubts you. You're just a low-class warrior, they say. But deep down, you know the truth. You're no ordinary fighter. You've stared defeat in the face and kept moving forward. Even when the lights go out, you see your dream, day after day, relentlessly reminding yourself, this isn't over until I win. If you stay on the couch, wallowing in mediocrity, you'll never rise above the rubble. A warrior who doesn't fight has no right to call himself a warrior. But if you dare to step up, if you push past your limits, if you grind when others slack, your life will become unstoppable. Every Saiyan knows, surpass your limits, break through your walls. That's the Saiyan way. There's always someone out there working harder than you. That thought drives me mad. Someone willing to sacrifice their comfort, their rest, even their dreams to surpass me. Impossible. I am the Prince of All Saiyans. No one surpasses me. You must burn that fire within yourself. Picture that challenger. Name them, face them, and make sure they know you are your greatest rival. That voice in your head telling you to quit, crush it beneath your boot. No matter how many times you fall, you rise. Even if I'm beaten to the ground, I'll never stay there. Dedication, discipline, and unyielding will. That's what makes a true warrior. Strength isn't just in the body. It's in the heart, in the mind. Never let your weak voice take control. Stand up, fight, win. Complaining is for cowards. Fools whine about their fate. Warriors change it. Don't wallow in self-pity, acting like a victim. You're no victim. You're a Saiyan. Take the hard road because the easy one leads nowhere. The harder the challenge, the greater the victory. I'd rather die than admit defeat. Each time you quit, each time you abandon your mission, you weaken your own soul. The people around you begin to doubt you, to see you as a failure. But most importantly, you lose faith in yourself. And what is a warrior without pride? Pride is my strength. My pride as a Saiyan warrior will never allow me to give up. Life is full of obstacles. The universe tests your resolve to see if you're worthy of greatness. Those trials, they forge your legacy. So face them head on. Do the things no one else is willing to do. That's how you become unstoppable. A Saiyan is only truly defeated when they stop fighting. Don't chase comfort. Don't chase shortcuts. Chase greatness. Let the world see the fire burning within you. And when your time comes, when they speak your name, let them tremble in awe. Remember my name. I am Vegeta, the Prince of All Saiyans, and I will not be surpassed. Now go. Conquer. Show the world what true power looks like. I am the hope of the Saiyan race. I will never stop fighting, and neither should you. Listen closely because I won't repeat myself twice. What you're about to hear is the mindset of a true Saiyan warrior. Relentless, unyielding, and destined for greatness. If you're clinging to mediocrity, if you're just hanging in there, you're not living. You're simply existing. A Saiyan's pride doesn't allow for such weakness. Don't settle for mediocrity. You think going to college will make you great? Pathetic. Unless you aim to be something extraordinary like a doctor or an architect, you're wasting time. Don't let others dictate your potential. Those professors and so-called mentors castrate your ambition, turning warriors into fumigators. But deep down, the fighter still roars. You have to unleash it. Face your challenges head on. You dare let the weight of adversity crush you? A Saiyan embraces pain, transforms it into strength, and rises again. Hanging on, just surviving. That's the mindset of the weak. Life is meant to be conquered, not endured. When the world tests you, you fight back. What's wrong? Scared? Where's your pride? Overcome your failures. The glory isn't in never falling. It's in standing up every single time you hit the ground. A warrior who rises after falling 20 times is stronger than one who has never tasted defeat. Without failure, there's no true victory. Don't tell me you're afraid of a little pain. A Saiyan thrives in it. Find your purpose. If you think you're destined to live an average life, you're a disgrace to your potential. Every warrior has a purpose. Yours wasn't to cower, wrapped in a bubble of safety. You were born to fight, to achieve, to prove that nothing in this universe can break your spirit. Out here, it's not about surviving. It's about thriving, pushing past every limit. Consistency is key. Power isn't gained in a day. It's earned through relentless effort, day after day. Weaklings take breaks. True warriors never rest. Every challenge, every hardship, every scar makes you stronger. Embrace them, for they will shape the legend you're destined to become. Let failure fuel your strength. You say you're tired? That's weakness talking. Show me a Saiyan who's afraid of hard work and I'll show you a failure. If you quit every time something gets hard, you're not worthy of your dreams. Push through the fire, rise from the ashes, and become the warrior you were born to be. And remember this well, a Saiyan isn't born great. They carve their greatness through willpower, pain, and persistence. Look at me. I have faced defeat, humiliation, and challenges that would shatter a lesser man. Yet here I stand, stronger than ever. Why? Because I don't quit. I am Vegeta, Prince of All Saiyans, and my resolve is absolute. Now go. Stop whining, stop hesitating, and prove your worth. And if you fall, you rise again because a true warrior doesn't need permission to be great. They take it. Now fight. Prove to the universe, and to yourself, that you have what it takes to stand among the elite. Listen closely, weaklings. Life isn't about sitting idle, complaining about the obstacles you face. A warrior's strength is measured by how much they can endure and keep moving forward. Risks, you fear them. How pathetic. The greatest danger in life is to risk nothing at all. Those who risk nothing are nothing. They accomplish nothing. A Saiyan does not wallow in mediocrity. True freedom comes only when you push beyond your limits. You want to improve? To become something greater? Good. But don't just dream about it. Act. A Saiyan doesn't wait for the perfect moment. They make the moment perfect. You want to work out? To follow a clean path? To build your empire? It begins right here, right now. No more overthinking or endless research. Take the first step and power through. A Saiyan trains relentlessly because they understand. Talking won't make you stronger, but action will. You say you know better but refuse to do better? That's not a warrior's path. That's weakness. You're lazy, you're unfocused, and worst of all, you're blind to your own arrogance. You blame the world when things don't go your way. But have you ever looked in the mirror and seen who's really at fault? Stop making excuses. A true warrior owns their failures and rises stronger each time. A Saiyan never backs down from a fight, even when the odds are against them. Do you think life will hand you victories? How naive. A Saiyan knows you may have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps, is pride. Every failure, every battle fought, scars us, and those scars make us invincible. Failure isn't the end. It's a lesson, a stepping stone toward greatness. It's not over until I say it's over. Even now, as you struggle, deep down you feel that hunger, don't you? The urge to break free from the mediocrity you've allowed to consume you. Let that fire burn brighter. Let it push you to the limits and beyond. And when the battles of life hit you hardest, remember, I am the Prince of All Saiyans, and I will not be defeated. Take risks, stand tall, and fight for your purpose. Stop clinging to what's comfortable. A warrior's glory isn't found in never falling. It's found in rising every time you're knocked down. Every time you stand up, you defy the odds. And that is true greatness. I do this not for you. I do this for me. For the pride of the Saiyan race. Now go out there. Train. Conquer. And remember, even in the face of the impossible, a Saiyan surpasses all limits. Your potential is limitless if you stop holding yourself back. Prove to the universe that you're more than average. Prove you have the pride of a warrior. You're a fool if you think greatness comes without sacrifice. That's the path of the Saiyan warrior. Listen closely, Kakarot, and all of you who dare to dream but hesitate to act. This is what it takes to rise above. Every day you wake up, the universe owes you nothing. No one owes you anything. You may have talent, but without discipline, focus, and execution, that talent is worthless. Even the mightiest Saiyan would be nothing without the will to fight. If you allow yourself to grow complacent, to ignore the details, you'll achieve nothing. So, what are you going to do about it? Cry? Complain? Sink into despair? That's not the Saiyan way. A true warrior rises. When strength fades, when energy drains, when all seems lost, what remains is the will to stand up again and fight. Pride isn't about never falling. It's about standing tall after every defeat. There is no victory without struggle, no triumph without hardship. Do you think any true fighter reached greatness by avoiding battles? No. They faced them head on, even when defeat loomed. That's what separates the strong from the weak. It's not about being the strongest. It's about refusing to quit, no matter how many times you're knocked down. What stops you? Are you too tired? Too busy? Not enough time? That's nonsense. Those are excuses. A warrior makes time. A warrior creates his own fate. When you find yourself at your limit, when the battle feels endless, remind yourself, this is what it means to live with purpose. At some point, everything will go wrong. Everything will fall apart. And you'll ask yourself, is this it? Is this how it ends? That's when you must make a choice. Surrender or fight. Let your pride as a Saiyan drive you forward. You either adapt or you perish. Success doesn't come from luck. It comes from creating your own opportunities. training your mind and body every single day, without fail. That's the hard part. But the more you do it, the stronger you become. You fight through the exhaustion, the doubts, the failures, because you're not just surviving, you're growing. The power within you isn't handed to you, it's earned. So stop dreaming and start fighting. This is the Saiyan way. Now go. Face your challenges head on. Break through your limits. Prove that you have what it takes to rise above. Don't let anyone take what's rightfully yours. This is your moment. This is your fight. And a true warrior never backs down. You wake up every day thinking the universe owes you something. Let me make this clear. No one owes you anything. Talent? It's meaningless without the discipline to wield it. Strength? Useless if you don't execute. If you lack focus, you gain nothing. If you let complacency take over, what will you have to show for it? Nothing. So tell me, what will you do about it? Cry? Sulk? Blame the world for your shortcomings? That's the path of cowards. A Saiyan would rather die on his feet than live on his knees. Every true warrior reaches that breaking point, where there's no energy left, no speed, no joy. But what separates a true fighter from the rest is one thing: the unyielding will to stand up and fight again. To all of you out there, that means no excuses, no wallowing in defeat. Even if my body breaks, I will never surrender my pride. When you stand at the gate, defending everything and everyone behind you, you smile, not because it's easy, but because you've embraced the fight. Bruised, bloodied, exhausted, you still stand. And when it's over, you rest with pride, knowing you've earned it. Only warriors who push through those moments have the right to call themselves victors. I do not fight for others. I fight for myself, for my pride. Yet, in that fight, we all face the same struggles. Everyone wants success, but so few are willing to endure what it takes to get there. You think greatness happens by chance? No. Greatness is created. You have to forge it with your bare hands, through pain, struggle, and relentless effort. The critics? Let them talk. They will call you crazy. They will blame you for moving too fast or dreaming too big. Let them. You may have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps: his pride. Success is about the next step, the next decision, and pushing forward no matter how much the odds are stacked against you. You call it delusion when someone dares to believe in themselves against all logic. But the moment it works, they call it genius. You see, the world only understands victories they can witness. They will never see the battles you fought to get there. When the alarm rings and you feel like staying in bed, that's the moment where you must crush your feelings. Pain is temporary. Pride is forever. Push through, whether you feel like it or not. It's not the easy times that build you. It's when you're in the trenches, barely holding on, yet still daring to envision victory. That's the law of attraction. That's how you fight like a Saiyan. Do you actually think the power of a Saiyan is limited to his muscles? Dreams don't come to those who quit. They come to those who fight for them. In the process, you'll face failures, heartbreaks, and defeats. But through it all, you'll discover a power within you that's greater than any obstacle. I am Vegeta, and I have no limits. Remember, no matter how much you think you've grown, there's always room for improvement. Life has a way of humbling you when you least expect it. But every trial is just another step toward greatness. Every failure is an opportunity to rise stronger. So don't let fear paralyze you. Don't let setbacks break you. Don't let the world tell you you're not enough. Rise. Fight. Conquer. And when the next challenge comes, face it head on with the pride of a Saiyan warrior. And this is to go even further beyond. Life is not something you beg for mercy from. It's something you grab by the throat and refuse to release until you've crushed every obstacle in your path. We all have untapped potential within us, but most never unleash it because they're too afraid of pain, too afraid of failure. Let me tell you this. Pain is your ally, your training partner, It sharpens you, hardens you, and prepares you to face the battles ahead. A warrior is not just muscle and strength. A true warrior dominates his mind first. When you suffer, whether it's physical, emotional, or spiritual, it's easy to let your dreams die. But that's the easy way out. When I faced defeat, it was my pride as a Saiyan that carried me forward. Giving up is not an option. When I failed against Kakarot, I didn't wallow in despair. I trained harder, I became stronger, and I vowed to surpass him. Even if I must push myself to the brink of death, I will rise again, stronger than ever. No matter the struggle, whether you're drowning in self-doubt or weighed down by failures, there is only one way forward. Face it. You can't run from your demons. They will always know where you hide. Face them head on. Conquer them. And remember this. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. Power comes in response to a need, not a desire. You have to create that need within yourself. Manifestation isn't some mystical idea. It's the power of discipline and relentless focus. When you decide what you want, when you dedicate your life to achieving it, the universe has no choice but to bend to your will. Doesn't matter if others doubt you. Their doubt means nothing. What matters is that you believe in yourself. Fools. Do you not see the strength that lies within me? I will show you true power. People will mistake your confidence for arrogance. Let them. They don't know the battles you've fought, the pain you've endured, or the sacrifices you've made. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's the byproduct of surviving and thriving despite every challenge. I will ascend, not because they believe in me, but because I believe in myself. Take ownership of your life. Every failure, every weakness, every misstep, it's all on you. But so are the solutions, the victories, and the glory. Don't waste time blaming others, or circumstances, or bad luck. You are the architect of your destiny. My destiny is mine to decide, and I will not let anyone take it from me. Take ownership of your mission, your future, your team, and your pride. Own your shortcomings, face them, and eliminate them. That's how you become unstoppable. That's how you achieve greatness. There's no room for weakness in my world. If you want to survive, fight. If you want to win, dominate. If you want to become a legend, then surpass even the gods. So, rise up. Be relentless. Be unyielding. Be like a Saiyan, and crush every obstacle in your path. The universe will bow to your will, but only if you're strong enough to demand it. I am Vegeta, the Saiyan Prince, and I refuse to be second to anyone.